Today, I'm going to see if I can fix this. And hopefully the end of this video will be that car going through that gate with the check in my hand. That's the goal, remember. I'm nervous. I ain't gonna lie, I'm nervous. I've got to get this right. Maybe wrecked. Yeah. When I knew that this obviously was on its way, I thought I could do with a lot of practice on bodywork. So I thought, great. Obviously I had my compressor. I just needed to get a couple other things to make sure I could get this fixed. So, bought one of these bad boys. Now, obviously it's just a point solder and a dent or a dent pull. I'm not too sure what you call them. I hope it's going to do the job, which I think it should. A couple of other cool things is, now these, my older wimpy brother brought me these over at Christmas, and yeah, panel mallets. Thanks, Wimpy. So I believe I pretty much got everything I need. This Amazon again, €30. I couldn't believe it. If I was using it for professional use, using it all the time, it's probably not going to cut the mustard, but for me, should do just fine, hopefully. Obviously this took a bit of a smack when it got knocked or scraped. I've got the replacement here, got it from Volkswagen. Take a little guess how much that little bad boy costs. €73. Couldn't believe it. Moving on, swiftly. Okay, get the sander plugged in, get the compressor on, start getting this paint off.
Here we go now. Batman scoop on the mic. Mix in the mix on the wheels of steel. This is what I was fucking born to do. Let's go.
Switching it up a bit. So finally kind of got there in the end. It's fair to say that the sander with the 240 grit getting paint off, yeah, it's just a bit time consuming. With what I had to just stick with it. Finally got it down to the bare metal, which means now I can move on to the exciting bit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a quick reading of the instructions, bit of swatting up, get my geek on. To the instructions, have a quick flip through, and yeah, then get soldering. So obviously there's quite a few different techniques and little bits. Hang on. There's a few different techniques and ways to do this. But looking at this dent, it's actually got quite a way to come out. As you can tell, it's actually, you can almost get your fingers behind. Once you put the wood in, you can almost, the gap's almost like you can get your fingers in behind there. So I've got to pull it out quite some way. And obviously this is going to be the most tricky part. So I'm going to try the claw. I'm going to try and go for the welding on the little ringlets. Across there, and then using the claw to try and pull it. Yes. But yeah, now it's time to just get the old pistol out, see if we can weld some of these washers on. Yeah! Time, hit it up with some heat. So I'm going to do the same again, but in the middle, try and get this section pulled out, and then, or maybe I should try this bit first. That bit's going to be tricky. Let's give it a shot. I think now I'm at a place where I can obviously grind off the residue or the leftover of the washers, and then start to search for some high spots and get my old tappy mallets out. So yeah, gonna get the grinder out, grind off those, clean it up a bit, and yeah, start hammering. Cook 10 minutes for a cup of tea. It's actually not looking too bad. I just put a bit of cardboard there because obviously next stage is the mixing up the filler and wanging it on. So I'm going to bosh down this tea and get mixing. Do it. Polyester multifunctional filler. It's a polyester with aluminium, I believe. It's just like stuff you can put on cake. Gonna mix this up now and wang it on. So I've got it on, consider it wanged. Then I've left it now for about 45 minutes, which is about double the time. So I'm going to try, fingers crossed, to give it a quick sand and then another little coat. So that way tomorrow I might have a potential chance getting it painted in. Well, obviously I've got quite a few high spots. Mainly these two are going to be a bit of a pain. So I'm just going to try before it gets stuck, put another little layer on. That way in the morning I can get sanding again. So do it. A little bit of a rush job towards the end, the sanding and the refill, but yeah, pretty chuffed with how it turned out. I'll catch you guys for a cheeky espresso in the morning. Ciao for now. Good morning. It's quite a nice morning actually. Back onto the Passat. Yeah, because like I say, I need to get this car online and get it gone. I need to get some dollar because, yeah, parts. Need parts bad. So, paint, sell, spondoolies. That's the program. First of all, I'm gonna get some bit of sand and paper, my block, and get on it. Hit the beats. Let's do it. Chicka, 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 chicka. it's kind of like 80%. That's what I was aiming for. Well, 90, but I'll settle for 80. Have a look. Tell me what you think. Obviously, any people that obviously pros at this will be like, oh my god. But for a novice, so into the caban, grab the can of prime, give it a shake it back, and yeah, get it sprayed on. Get it sprayed in. That'll give it the protection it needs if it's going to rain tonight. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Well, rain tonight should be okay, and then colour and varnish at the weekend. I'm nervous. I ain't gonna lie, I'm nervous. I've got to get this right. I've really got to get this right. No pressure then. I'll see you at the weekend. Well, on cue, the sun is out. Happy days. The panel is at a really good temperature, so sun's out, guns out. I'm really determined to get this done today. That way it's got a few days to dry. So without further ado, give it a last quick tack, get it diluted, load up the paint, and start laying this stuff down. Let's do it. Well, first layer of base coat, I'm quite happy with how it's grading in with the colour actually. I think I'm just going to give it one more kind of light coat and then yeah, just leave it in half an hour, throw down the varnish afterwards. Obviously I'm varnishing the whole panel and then just grading it in at the top there, up there. And yeah, hopefully by the time I throw down the varnish, it'll look pucker. But we'll see, we'll see. Another layer of base coat and then start mixing up the varnish. Do it. Colours on. I'm pretty chuffed with how it's gone down. I'm glad the colours are looking good, certainly. Just time to clean up the gun. Time to get it prepped for varnish. Well, that is it. The varnish is down now. I'm not happy with it, only because I got carried away. I don't know, when you just needed to be like, right, calm it down, take your time. But no, I just wanged it on, didn't I? That's not a good idea with varnish. Obviously from here it looks pucker, but yeah, there's some runs I've got some work to do. I'm happy with it, I'm happy, but I'm disappointed in myself. But at the same time, I've learned loads today, and that's what this car was all about. That's what it was for. So I've got the runs to fix. It's got time to dry. I'm not going to tackle it for a few days because, yeah, the amount of varnish that I did put down, it's going to take... I'm not going to go near it with a polishing machine for at least 72 hours. So I'll catch up with you guys when I'm going to tackle the runs on the Passat and bring this video to a close. And yeah, I'm going to get this car online. Hopefully the end of this video will be that car going through that gate with a check in my hand. That's the goal, remember. Learn as I go, get the Spondulics, get the other projects up and running. I'll see you in 72 hours. Catch you later. Oh, no, 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 no. No. Oh man, it could be my bad varnish job has gone from being particularly bad to maybe wrecked. Yeah. Now I don't know how bad the damage is. Fingers crossed the moisture hasn't penetrated into the varnish and it's not going to leave that white film. Anyway, I'm going to get the heat gun, see what I can do.
Bad things happen, and you can't do anything about it, right? Wrong. When the world turns its back
I think this is going to require a little
turn
bit
your
more
back on
power.
and maybe you need Hakuna Matata.
Well, I may have just about gotten away with that one. I can see a few little water speck marks still in the top here. Fingers crossed, I'm in for another slightly sunny day today. I'll see you guys in a couple of days. Well, it's been a full 72 hours and yeah, it's actually looking not too bad. Let's have a quick look, then I'm off to the Wimpy cabin to pick up some supplies. Let's go. Let's hit up some tunes, man. Let's get to work. Well, that was pretty easy going actually. I've got my polisher out. Just going to get it plugged in. Got my polish. G3 Ferricler. But anyway, I'm going to try and get something to cover myself up because every time I try this, I end up getting absolutely caked in this stuff. So I'm going to see what I can find in a Wimpy cabin, and then I'm going to start hitting it up. Hopefully to perfect shine. Let's see how we get on. That should do the trick. Let's do it. Yes, chef. Well, that's the polishing done. As I was polishing through, I could see just a couple of runs that I'd missed. So I just did go back over with the 1000 and 2000 grit and then obviously then polished it back out. So we're pretty much where I want it to be in regards to the polish. Time now to give it a quick clear up, wash down, towel it off, have a good look, see how it's come out. Time to get washing. Well, so far it's looking pretty good. Time now just to wang on the light and obviously install the pied de resistance. Of course. the most expensive piece of Volkswagen chrome in the world. So wang on the headlight and yeah, carefully install the finishing touch. Do it. So all in all, I'm chuffed, but now I can't waste any time. I need to get the interior clean, get the old shampoo machine out, then give it a good wash over, spray wax, get it looking nice and fresh and pucker, take a few photos, write a nice little French advert saying how beautiful this car is, then wait for the buyer to get on the phone, come have a look. Will he spot the repair? That's the burning question. Will he give me the check for the dollar that I so desperately need? Need that money. I need that money. So yeah, I'm gonna get to work, get this done, get the advert on, and yeah, hopefully this should be out of there with a check in my hand in no time. What do you think? And do it. So there we go, the advert is out. The blower should be sounding pretty soon, fingers crossed. So now I just have to wait. I'll see you when the phone rings. So yeah, it's not for me to decide if it's good, it's not really. Obviously you guys can decide what you guys think, but it's the potential buyer. That was it. Could I get this so the potential buyer wants to start to get this online and flip it? Will the prospective buyer spot my work? That's the burning question. So, boom! Show me the money, Jerry. Show me the money. Okay, the phone rang. In fact, the phone rang several times. The guy rang, he said, my parents live down the road, I'll send them round to have a look. If it's good, I'm buying it, basically. The guy was like, wow, that's a really clean car, he's really happy with it. Happy with the price, and he was off skis. I was elated, I was so pleased. Did a little victory dance and everything when they left. But yeah, things will be moving back to normal program, back onto the Mustang. And moving back on schedule is, I'm finally back on schedule. Like, I'm currently locked down in here. Well, I'm not locking down in a wimpy cabin. But yes, since being back from Belgium, literally it was all sort of building up. We got a trip in at Belgium, we came back and then suddenly lockdown. So loads of things to look out for. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, or if you're new to the channel, subscribe. But as always, I've been Wimpy. You've been awesome for watching. I hope you stuck in there. Thank you so much. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Alright, laters. Show you the money.
That's not show you! Show me the money!
Show me the money.
That's it, brother, but you got to yell that shit!
Show me the money!
I need to feel you, Jerry! Show me the money! Jerry, you better yell!
Show me the money!
Yeah! Louder!
Show me the money!